So here's the thing. Last night, there was a huge attack by what is reportedly a Cuban vessel with Florida tags going to the mainland of Cuba. Now, the reason why this is important, a lot of reports say that it was Cuban Americans who, living in Miami, decided to buy guns and ammunition to bring to the homeland of Cuba. So, what is playing out is actually something that the Trump administration and every administration since Nixon has wanted. The reason why they put on Cuba is because they want the Cuban citizens to rise up against their own government. So, what happened earlier last night is that there was a boat filled of about, I think it was like, well, they say that four were shot dead and that there were six injured. So, do the math, maybe 10 people. They purchased weapons in Miami and they drove their boat to the Cuban island and they had guns. All the pictures of the individuals, I've been trying to find them, but the feed has been hiding them for some reason. These individuals brought their weapons to the Cuban island in hopes to start a rebellion against the Cuban government. And the Coast Guard, the Cuban Coast Guard, shot a majority of them and have taken prisoner the others, and for medical purposes have brought them to the island. So this was not anything but an armed, technically American militia trying to go and liberate the people of Cuba. And it is very important that this message is spread because this is only the start. The start is now, and it's going to get better when more Cubans realize that all it takes is a couple of weapons to overthrow the Cuban government. And that is exactly what those brave heroes did when they attempted to reach the mainland to liberate their own people from the dictatorship. Now, I really want to know what you guys think because a lot of people were assuming that these were fishermen. A lot of people were assuming that these were just normal Joes, but in reality, they were doing what a lot of Cubans have wanted to do, which is overthrow the regime while the regime is very in economical distress and while the regime is suppressed economically where they cannot defend themselves properly. And I think it's an amazing tactic. I don't know how else it could happen except delivering the final blow to the Cuban regime might be by the Cuban people itself. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you later.